both general elections and the Lok Sabha elections, all the parties have been intensifying their campaign. However, this is for the first time that BJP has bringing an impact thoroughly and rigorously going amidst people. However, this is a sure ticket for BJP expresses a BJP MP candidate of Vijayawada Parliament constituency. Mr. Killari Dilip is joining us on India Ahead. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So this is for the first time that BJP is going such a rigorous impact and such a way it's going that most of the people, even in the canvassing, even in the campaigning, hundreds of thousands of people are coming around you. What is this sudden change in BJP, that too in the state like Andhra Pradesh?
I can only give this credit to Sri Narendra Modi ji because of his good work in the last 5 years. He has aggressively worked round the clock to please his people and also to bring a change in this country about the corrupt practices or the development agenda which he has taken up in his hands very rigorously. And the man never rests. And he always is a step ahead of his detractors. He always has aces up his sleeve continuously and has been surprising his detractors continuously. And yes, his development activities are one of the major issues which we are taking to the people, and the people are very pleased to understand the development activities. Instead of blemishing his detractors, we have always spoken very little about our opposition, and we have never considered Chandrababu Naidu our opposition. We have in fact taken him in our fold as a great ally and a friend, but Chandrababu Naidu ji has to take an U-turn, as he's very famously known nowadays, only to counter Jagan's special status issue. But all that people will not take it for a long time, and people are loving us wherever we go. In all the 7 assembly constituencies where I have rigorously done my work and canvassed, people are taking me very positively.
So this election season has been hugely taken and being considered the people, because not just major parties in the state, there are also major parties in the center that are coming into the state like BJP. Of course, we have TDP, YSRCP and Janasena, and now BJP is adding in the state. Do you think that this will give a whoop in the elections?
Certainly, because we have been very, very slow in the state in the last many years. We have never been aggressive, but now because of Narendra Modi ji's great work, people are appreciating him. They have joined parties in hordes. I can say that the party has grown leaps and bounds now. If you see in the last couple of months, a lot of people have joined this party. It's the development card basically, and I'm sure people are loving it. When somebody does some help to people, naturally it's heart pleasing and heart touching, and certainly people are coming in big numbers and strengthening the party. And we are very strong now, and we have more than around 50 lakh memberships. That's almost 10% of the population. So you can imagine that our double digit has already crossed a couple of months, and this week I'm sure it will be a very big number, and I'm sure it will surprise both TDP and YSRCP, not counting the minority parties like Janasena, who may turn out not even getting a single seat. So what I would like to state that the positiveness and the environment created by Sri Narendra Modi ji is certainly a very great aspect for the party, and it will give a positive outlook for people only to say that they have to work, they have to deliver, and incompetency will not be agreed upon, and if they have to stay, they have to work. It's a simple motto, and certainly I am seeing that this aggression will continue, and we will get a lot of good numbers in terms of percentage of voting, or maybe we are going to get a couple of other seats also other than the Vijayawada seat.
Sir, while in 2014 BJP was in alliance in the state with Telugu Party, and however the TDP has withdrawn its alliance, and now BJP has decided to contest all the 175 constant assembly seats and 25 Lok Sabha seats alone. I mean, what made you to get this drastic change in the 5 years? How did you make such improvements in the state when you had no promised seats in the state. Now you have decided to contest all the seats individually. What made you to go so confidently?
We are actually a national party, and certainly we have no inhibitions to take our party further. Wherever it's only a political party, so if Chandrababu Naidu doesn't want to work with us, we are going to go it alone, and there is no doubt about it. Not that we need at least continuously. If you see the 2014 election, we have got a clear mandate, and I'm absolutely sure even today we will get a clear mandate. Keeping all these things in view, when people don't want to work with us for different reasons of their own mishaps, we naturally will take it further, and it's a good thing in this state specifically that we are not working with anybody, because whenever we work with somebody in this state, they have backstabbed us and they have left us midway for their own political benefits. Not that we have done some great harm to them, only that they have taken messages in such a bad manner for their political survival, that Modi ji has done some harm for the state. He has always showered lot of projects for this. If you see, 30 new institutions of educational or otherwise has been given to the state in the first year itself. If you see the history of Andhra from the last 70 years, only 2 institutions existed in these 13 districts of Andhra Pradesh now. Before separation, and after separation, it is a mishap. If you take the industries, the educational institutions which are not bifurcated till date, and Chandrababu Naidu Garu has not done anything from 2014 onwards. Also, prior to 14, Congress and TDP ruled the state, and they never bothered to see the development happen in the state. Even during bifurcation, if you see, they had to compare with Bundelkhand, which is such a downtrodden state. We had to compare with them to get our package. This is the state of affairs where Congress plus TDP has put this state into. Now both of them together, hand in hand, are going to the people and requesting votes, stating that they will do something better if they are elected into power, which is totally ridiculous, and the people I don't think would fall for it. And also, if you see, in the bifurcation also, Chandrababu Naidu has not even put his pen and pencil also to correct or to redraft the Reorganization Act, which has been circulated to him. The draft has been given to opposition leader, which is his right, which was his right. And he chose not to say that the special status word is not being reflected in the act and it has to be included. This is the right of the Telugu people, which he has never spoken. And nextly, he has not spoken about the Schedule 13, where they have specifically and categorically mentioned that feasibility study is a must for each and every aspect of it. It means that if it is not feasible or if it is unfeasible, they are not going to get in railway zone, or they are not going to get in Dugirajapatnam port, or they are not going to get in metro rail of Visakhapatnam or Vijayawada. So every aspect of it has been linked with a feasibility report. It is very obvious that if it is not feasible, it may not, the center may not give it. Why such a clause has not been fought for and had it deleted by Sri Chandrababu Naidu? It's very, very obnoxious for me to get into that. And coming to the third point, I can say delimitation, which is such a big, huge subject. Everybody had to be attended. So delimitation was a must for a newly formed state. But still, it has been linked to the 170 section of the Constitution, where it is very clear, mandatory, that it will be linked to the 2026 census, which is a common practice for the entire nation. So, what is so special about it, putting it into the Reorganization Act? So, such aspects have been clearly neglected by a great Chanakya type of leader who can carve out Andhra Pradesh's future for 2050. He's been known for it. But I'm really surprised that the Act draft has not even been put his pen and paper, which was going to becoming a reality in a couple of days.
So while there are continuous visits of all the national leaders in the state of Andhra Pradesh, particularly Arvind Kejriwal, even Mamata Banerjee, and even followed by Rahul Gandhi, and Narendra Modi has visited Andhra Pradesh twice in this election season. How do you look at all these visits of national leaders in the state of Andhra Pradesh, particularly when Rahul has visited Vijayawada, has been alleging that Modi has utterly failed to promise the special category status, and the women, the youth empowerment, the employment opportunities have gone down. How do you defend them? And how do you see Naidu bringing all the national leaders who are working for an anti-BJP in the center, coming to the state of Andhra Pradesh and working and standing for him?
If you see Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu's statement the other day, he said that the coalition does not exist now. He has suddenly made a U-turn on it, stating that they are anti-Modi. So he's been coining new words. Like last time also he coined Lopai Kara Uppandam, like underhand dealing of Jagan, BJP and TRS. Very surprising that he coins such words and then tries to conceive a lot of other things. He's trying to be like what you call a protocol writer, if you ask me. He writes protocols and he thinks that all the other parties have to fall in line into that protocol subject. If you see, I'll state two things in this. He has said that these three parties are having Lopai Kari Uppandam, and suddenly he in turn has gone to TRS before the assembly elections of the state, and he said he requested KCR to join hands with him, and KCR declined it. Everybody knows it. It's an open issue. So he can approach them. He also wanted Pawan Kalyan to work with him, which Pawan Kalyan refused at that stage. And he has also given, in fact, he has gone abroad and said that he wanted Jagan also to join him to fight for the special status in Delhi. So he says like-minded fight. I do not understand. He writes protocols. He expects other parties to follow that protocol. And if somebody does it, it's like not acceptable to him. I do not know how he can make the entire country's political nations to fall behind him and follow those protocols. And another protocol I will tell you, he says I have visited 29 times Delhi and met the Prime Minister for the rights of Andhra people. If he has met 29 times, is it a protocol writing on the paper that after 29 times anybody can hold anybody's collar and grab it? If it is not done, like if you see in the state of Andhra Pradesh, 20,000 crores in debts to the debtors of different contractors or different things. And I know people who have gone more than 29 times. That means Chandrababu Naidu is clearly writing protocol and telling those people that you can go and fight with the other man and then take it by force. It's really surprising that Chandrababu Naidu comes up with all those great things and writes them as protocols and expects political parties to follow him. And then he goes about and tries to blackmark them, tarnish them through all the media. If you see, the media also are helping him because he's also giving a lot of advertisements to them. He almost spends 700 crores pledged taxpayers' money for one single newspaper and a channel. It's so surprising that he can waste people's money. So if you see the history of his working environment, he is in trying to waste taxpayers' money and trying to get in falsified issues and coins different subjects and tries to thrust them on people. This is certainly undoing and unbecoming of a great leader.
And how do you look at Rahul's claims?
Rahul Gandhi, if I mean to say,